my girls, they love and hate me the same. Okay, so when I die, I ain't gonna be from old age. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Right pocket got euros, left pocket got pounds. Somebody gonna want revenge, somebody might want it now. Throw the ball with the right hand, catch with the left, touchdown.
Okay, Coach, thank you. On a cold night at the foot of the Rockies, EA Sports coverage of the NFL takes us to Empower Field at Mile High in Denver, Colorado. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Tennessee Titans and the Denver Broncos. And to no one's surprise here in Denver, that'll carry through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
Break. 54. Mike 54. Let's go, baby. Turn over. Get that ball. Get that ball. Let's go.
Block off of play action. Man open. He's got it complete to Cortland Sutton. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now a first carry for T.J. Yeldon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
On 2nd and 11 now. Block. Throw left side complete. It's Lamb. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talked about him, they did.
Yeah, you know, they like his work ethic. You know, this guy's running every route well in the route tree and getting better at it all the time, really honing his game. They expect a pretty good jump out of him as things continue to move on.
Here's Locke to throw. He's got his tight end fit. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Broncos first down.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line.
Let's go.
So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Block now on first down. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. A gain of 6 there on first. I don't think it's a surprise they're throwing the football early. We expected that. They told us they were going to come out firing, but 4 for 4 on the opening drive. They like that.
They don't just like it, they love it, because now everyone gets locked in. Your confidence jumps up. Everyone's easy about what they're doing out there. And by the way, they're looking at the sidelines thinking to themselves and expressing, let's keep throwing it. We're doing pretty well.
The throw complete here to Williams. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards the pickup there, and it's a first down. Locke going to bring the offense up 1st and 10. And he's a perfect 5 for 5 here to begin the game. They'll toss it to Yeldon. Trying to turn the corner, but they string him out and stop him at the line of scrimmage. Rashaan Evans out of Alabama had the tackle defensively. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by that.
And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Noah Fant his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter.
Could not have scripted it any better, and many offenses do script their opening possession on offense. They followed that one perfectly. Took the ball right downfield and scored, giving energy not just to the offensive unit, but to their team overall.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Let's go now. 10 Lobo. Check 53. Hey, pick your snap.
They'll run on first down. Bellamy. And after getting tackled, he's still down and looking very slow to get up. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
Watch a slap. Watch a slap. Bam. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. Rush in. Shoot. Fight.
Here's a 2nd and 7. He finds Corey Davis. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well.
First down, Tennessee.
Here we go. 90 Wolf. I'm here all day.
Throwing on first down. Eason uncorks one for Davis. This is caught inside the 15. And down to the 11. A big play that time for the Titans. 49 yards. So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Kenyon Drake, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point. Extra point by Moore, up and good. And they take the lead here at 7-6.
Broncos 6.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left.
More football.
We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak could have them out of the playoffs. So they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. From the 27, Locke. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings. So the false start certainly doesn't help matters as they'll try again now, 3rd and long. On 3rd and long, it's Locke. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Harold Landry has now recorded 10 sacks on the season. They said there was a lot of discussion in their defensive team meeting room after last week's performance. They had 7 sacks. Something in the water. There's one in the first quarter.
A lot of discussion, a lot of excitement, because now everyone wants to get involved with this. Who's going to continue that process? Who's going to get to the quarterback this week? But they have to be careful. When you have that much pressure, they want to use it against you. Draws, screens, those types of plays.
We'll see if they do that. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. And now a big play to start off this drive as the shot downfield is complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. A gain of 32 that time. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
61, matchbox, right. Shoot.
From the gun, Eason. Wide open receiver complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 17 yards on that play for the Titans.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? A first carry for Kenyon Drake. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. So 3 plays, already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and goal. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal.
Hey, box truck. Now.
2nd and 4. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete. The intended receiver there was Jonnu Smith, but now it's 3rd and goal.
Now we got 3rd and goal coming up, and couldn't you imagine being in that huddle, partner? You know they're looking at each other saying, we can't come away with just 3 points after this drive.
Yeah, they've covered a lot of ground. They want more than that 3.
Smith! Hurry! Get him! Five!
From the gun on 3rd down, Eason. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Nigel Bradham. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Now Locke throwing on 2nd down. Oh, he got position on him, and he pulls it in. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Solid gain of 18 yards and a Denver first down. So operating from Tennessee territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 37-yard line. Now T.J. Yeldon, nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
On 2nd and 9, Locke. He completes this to Sutton. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 24-yard line.
That's another Broncos first down. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Locke now, nearly perfect. 9 of 10 in this first half. It's 1st and 10. Locke now on first down. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
Down, 8-3.
They'll run here with Freeman. And he goes backwards on this one, losing yardage to the 7. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down.
2nd and goal at the 7-yard line.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal.
You ain't got nothing. You ain't got nothing. Go. Hey, one set. Check Mike 54. Mike 56.
Now Locke. Flush to his right. And he's going to keep it here. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
A gain of 5 yards brings up 3rd and goal.
They've gotten it to the 1. Can they get that final yard here on 3rd and goal? They'll look to run with Freeman. And he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Royce Freeman, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Broncos have retaken the lead. Able to punch it in on 3rd down makes it easier for those guys on the sideline. Down decision to make.
Yeah, could you feel the exhale? Because they were already thinking ahead, as all the good coaching staffs do. Anticipating, will we have to make the call? They already had it lined up. Never even got to it.
They look to throw. It's Locke. And he will find the end zone here. And the lead moves up to 7. And, of course, on the 2-point try, had the option to run or pass. They pass it there, and it works.
Felt pretty straightforward, didn't it? An open receiver, ball's put on him, 2 points for them.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? Number 1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. Number 2 goal is win your division. Number 3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can have as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Oh, my goodness. Was that a defensive back that got to him with the pressure?
Oh, look at the former defensive back. You're all smiles up here.
I hope everybody can hear my smile on that play.
And the punt goes out of bounds, so no chance to bring it back, and they will spot it at the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7.
He can't hut.
From the 27, Locke out of the backfield. It's T.J. Yeldon. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. That one good for 13 and a Denver first down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. On first down, Locke. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Jeffrey Simmons able to record his 5th sack of the season.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack. That's really difficult to do in today's NFL with all these gazelles running around that you're trying to cover in the secondary.
To try again after the sack. Locke looking deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. This secondary has been roasted in this first half, but they get a measure of revenge there. Nice play on the deep ball.
Yeah, they're going to need a few more plays like that in order to get their confidence fully back, but that's one step in the proper direction.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Locke going to throw. He'll let this go deep for Sutton, and that's caught inside the 35. An excellent gain, 35 yards. What a first half this has been offensively. I mean, defensively, what do you do when you're getting torched like this?
Now, these receivers are absolutely wearing them out, so 2 thoughts come to mind. 1, get some oxygen to fill up your lungs a little bit. And number 2, talk to your guys up front. You need a pass rush to help slow them down.
Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Locke now, 13 of 15 passing. That's good for 87%. It's 1st and 10. Into the red zone, it's Locke. A pass for Sutton is intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Well, partner, I do know this. If you're a defensive back, you have more chances to make a team now than ever because people are using 5 defensive backs, 6 defensive back packages. Not exclusively, but way more than before. That was a nickel package there, and what a pickoff.
Why is that? Why are they using that more?
Because more people are throwing the ball on earlier downs than ever before. This has become a passing league, and because of that, more defensive backs on the field on most plays.
Extra point by Marr, up and good. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
So we are at halftime here on a Monday night. As now we send you out to Orlando and hook back up with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game. We'll see what the second half brings.
And it'd be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
Now this one complete to Corey Davis. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Let's go. 15, line it. 15 line. Let's get it. Let's go, let's go.
From the gun on third down, Eason. Throwing left side, it's complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. And even 30 yards on a play that began back at the 30. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. No, bottled up. Fumble. It's out. It's loose. It's picked up by the Broncos. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Set 30 base. Check 53 fly. Hey.
Following the fumble recovery, Eason. Flushed out right. He's going to take off with it. It's just a gain of a couple there on the scramble, and now it's third down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he'd just throw the ball away, and he winds up only picking up a yard or two.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
56 to Mike, boy, 56. Check alpha.
And the blitz does come. Wide open receiver complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 17 yards on that play for the Titans.
On the ready. 53 to
They go play action here on 1st down. And this one complete to Smith. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on 3rd down. Operating from the gun, Eason. They still can't. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Von Miller in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Yeah, and that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You're talking about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Come on.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll try the right side here with Yeldon. And they're able to swarm him behind the line, and his rough night continues. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down and 11.
An extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. Throwing his lock on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete. That one doesn't find its target, but all in all, he's been much sharper this week. He was under 50% a week ago, and now he's up over 70%.
Well, you know it's standard for quarterbacks and receivers get together for a little extra time each and every day in practice. I get the sense they got together for a lot of extra time this week to try and improve that passing percentage, and it's worked out quite well.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Hey, Orbit.
Throwing again. Eason. This will be caught by Brown. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's a 1st down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
And the Titans' 1st down.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Get the ball. Check.
From the gun, it's Drake. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Yikes, a 4-yard loss really sets him back now for 2nd down.
Here we go. 60 Pittsburgh. I think you got it, son. Hey, Echo. Check. Drop. Rock it. Right. Check 43. Whip. Watch the whip.
To throw on 2nd down. Eason is going to fire one deep over the middle. And he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in the second half. Instead, it's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Let's go. Hey, we got Mike, number 53. Mike, 53.
Off the play fake. Eason. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Ndamukong Suh with a sack. We've seen that a ton since he entered the league in 2010.
We've watched this a long time, and I still don't believe we get it. 3rd and long. Why are you calling play action?
Yeah, because they're not going to bite defensively, right?
No, not at all. I did have a coach explain to me years ago that for some teams, that's how they have to deal with pass protection and their line blocking. But to me, it seems silly.
Yeah, well, they're silly, and it leads to a play-action sack. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Broncos take over, 1st down and 10. The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it.
In a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard.
Let's go. 8 read. Check. 53's mine. Check. 53's mine. Steve Griffin.
On first down, Drake. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And all the way down to the 25-yard line. Tennessee getting the first down on a big play of 18 yards.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
Some pretty good games all weekend. We may have saved the best for last. This Monday night game has been a dandy. A throw over the middle, taken in. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Off play action. Eason. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got it. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Second and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Second and 2. They'll set up the screen to Drake. Hammering for the goal line. He loses the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, partner, here's where team football gets tested a little bit because I know the defensive guys were over there chilling on the sidelines, and all of a sudden, they heard the sudden change call because that fumble puts them right back on the field, and they've got to go out and finish the game now themselves.
Absolutely. Nursing that slim lead here in the fourth, a costly turnover. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first down. So that last play gives them a little more space now. Here's first and 10 at the 16-yard line. On first and 10, here's Locke. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Lamb. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 17 yards for the Broncos there as they've got themselves a first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's first and 10.
Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4, Mike 5-4. Come on. You better bring it. Check 9, check 9. Kill, kill, kill. Let's go.
Throwing on first down is Locke. And that is caught on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down. You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. Well, for whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
Now a deep ball there on second down, but it'll wind up incomplete. Cortland Sutton was the man he was looking for. And now it's third down.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21.
That could very well be a defining play in this game. A touchdown, that gives them the lead, and they took a major step towards getting there with that big play right there.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now a toss right to Yeldon. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain, followed by a sizable loss here. Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Locke. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
Mike's 54. Mike's 54. You must be getting tired.
Ready to go.
54 is Mike. 52.
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke. He's going to run, but he's got a long way to go. It'll be a gain of 9, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
And they had an extra defensive back on the field on that play, and the coverage was excellent. He tried to pull it down and run for it, but they rallied to him and kept him short of a 1st down.
The kick by McManus is good. And in the 4th quarter, this game is tied. I tell you, the life of a kicker. He has not been called on the entire game. He's over there by the net, but they send him out here in the 4th quarter and say, hey, go tie the game, will you? And guess what? He comes through.
I just don't know how they do it. I really don't. These cats are a different breed from you and me. That's a pressure kick, but that one was never in doubt.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly they don't want to do that again.
And so much emphasis placed on red zone offense. I mean, you have periods devoted in practice just for that because everyone knows how vital it is to put points on the board when you've entered that part of the field. And to come away with nothing, that's difficult for a team to handle.
And difficult, and now we'll see if they can make it less difficult on themselves on this drive. Looking to throw. Eason. They will find Davis. That's complete. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
A 5-yard pickup on the play. And it's 3rd down.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game.
Hey, watch the screen. Watch the screen. Watch the screen. Yeah.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. And he hits Drake. And he gets it down to the 48, enough for the 1st. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Back to throw. Eason. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Von Miller has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Looking here for Smith downfield. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Back-to-back big plays defensively. First the sack. Now they force the incompletion on 3rd and long. Things looking pretty good for them.
And this is where they have to be careful because they've got the momentum going their way. They will be really amped up to get to the quarterback. Look out. Draw, screen, something that can be used against them.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. I guess you can't be afraid to take those chances late in the game. He tried to fit that one in there. Nice job, though, defensively.
But to your point, it was a nice job of knocking the ball away. But you're also right. You can't be afraid to take those chances. That means your guys going downfield to catch the ball, they've got to elevate their game and come down with these in order to keep your offense moving.
The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game. But this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football. Because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
Now Locke. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 13. And he'll be brought down around the 7-yard line. Boy, Charles, what a critical call in a tie game late.
You want to have the tight coverage. You don't want to cause the penalty. Pass interference in this case. Remember, it's a yardage foul in the NFL, a spot foul where it occurs.
They'll start out on the ground. It's T.J. Yeldon, and he'll be taken down at the 18. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Lock to throw. This is the tight end fan. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
Here we go. 18 Gator. Quick, hey, team 6. Team 6. 54. And
to throw is Locke. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8. Back to throw. Locke. That's caught over the middle by Fant. Now the Broncos going to use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 11 seconds remaining in the ball game.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
Watch the curl.
get it.
Lock now on 1st down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left.
The tackle made back at the 24-yard line.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17.
Come.
Ready?
They look to throw. It's Locke. He'll take a shot for the end zone. And that is caught. But he will come down out of bounds, says the side judge. Incomplete. And it's incomplete. Now there is 1 second remaining. So they'll have time here for one more play. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. So this thing rests on the shoulders of Brandon McManus. The clock showing just 1 tick. This for the win. Splits the uprights on the chip shot. And it'll be all smiles on Blake Street tonight. The Broncos have won it. Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for the Broncos, it's an important win in terms of staying in the postseason race as they move to 6-4. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for the Titans, they suffered just their second